All right, it says we're live. My screen is grainy. Let's actually check to see if we're live. Making sure everything is good. Cool, awesome. All right, hello, Dragonlings. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Skye. I'm a fantasy author who typically writes paranormal romance under the name SD Hegyes, and we're going to be doing some writing sprints today. Well, I am not. I'm going to be working on some planning things because December pretty much is planning mode. That being said, I do need to record down some notes from a dream I had earlier. So for the first maybe one, maybe two sprints, I'm going to be doing that. But after that, I'm going to pull out my notebooks for planning for next year because I've got some more things I need to knock out as far as like planning related stuff goes. And that's probably what I'll be doing for every one of my live streams up until the end of the year. So yeah, thank you all for joining me today. Let's see who is here currently. Mama Ward is here. Hello, hello. Mama Ward, I will be recording sound bites for Author 2 Advent Calendar Vlogmas. I am not doing Vlogmas this year, and I have seen that you've been posting stuff. I don't remember if I've been seeing it on Facebook or YouTube, though, so I don't know which one. Someone is posting stuff to Facebook versus YouTube, and there are these reels, and I'm like, oh, that's a super fun, cute idea. And now I'm starting to plan stuff for next year. I'm not doing Vlogmas this year, but I'm starting to plan out what I want to do for next year so that I can have stuff like pre-recorded and ready to go. Basically, I'm taking my plan that was for my video stuff this year and pre-planning it for next year, which is cool because I've also like lessened the amount of stuff I want to post. Like I was trying so hard this year to post 4 videos a month. I was trying to post 1 video a week, and it just I did okay for a little while there because I had pre-filmed a bunch of stuff, but then I started having problems with both my computer, with my editing software, with my filming my phone because I film with my phone. Like I was having so many issues and they all compiled at once. So I got behind and then I was just like, fuck it. I don't feel like doing it anymore, pretty much. So now I'm trying to like plan out all my videos so that like I can get a bunch of them pre-filmed beforehand and get them like uploaded and ready so that I've at least got 1 video a month coming out. Like my plan is to do a minimum 1 video a month. Those are the planned ones. And then if I get an idea to do one, it might be like a bonus video. But and then vlogs around those single videos. So yeah, I'm literally planning 1 video a month. I am posting it on the 15th, no matter what day the 15th falls on. That is the day I'm posting a video every month next year. And then vlogs will come out like every couple of weeks and they'll be 2-week vlogs basically. So that is how I'm making sure that I'm like not killing myself because I'm just, there's too much. It's too much. Let's see. Did you? I am matching the prompts to things I have already written. Ooh, what prompts? Like, I know that some people use prompts, but like, I have Googled a couple and I haven't been able to find that many that are being like used this year. They're all from like last year and before. So I'm wondering if you found something different than me. Feel free to link to those prompts if you've got a link. Like I want to see these prompts. The other thing I want to do is I want to plan something where like I mentioned earlier that someone's doing like reels and someone's doing like a bunch of people I know are doing full-length videos. I have full-length videos planned for YouTube, but I think it would be cool to also simultaneously, someone's doing like an advent calendar. So they're only doing 24 videos and they're very short. And some people are just doing pictures. And I think it'd be cool to do the longer form videos for like YouTube. And then for like something like reels, maybe some 100-word drabbles based on prompts. And I think that would be super cool. I've been thinking about doing that. I don't know if I'm going to actually do that portion unless, of course, I can get really far ahead and with my filming schedule and do something like that. But it's a thought. It's a thought. I need more spoons. Yeah, I need more spell slots as well. I've fallen so far behind on my work in progress chat blog posts. Haven't been able to make videos for them either. Jules Darling Otter posted prompts. Okay, I'll have to go check that out. Hi, Cammie. Popping in to like and then go lay down. I hope you get to feeling better. Go lay down, Cammie. That is not good. You go lay down. You go rest. That is allowed. Thank you for popping in to say hi, though. I appreciate that. Now go rest. And you posted a link. Awesome. Yes, 100% agreed. Go lay down, Cammy. Feel better. All right, I have reached the end of my comments so far. We're a little bit over 5 minutes into the stream. So, if you're new here, the way this works is I will put up a timer for the 25-minute sprint, which I haven't even opened up yet. So let me go ahead and do that. And then while we are sprinting, that is not how you spell Pomodoro, Kitty. While we are sprinting with the timer on the screen, I also like to put up writing prompts. Actually, before the stream started, I was trying to find more writing prompts because I want to make sure like I have a couple of days ahead as far as writing prompts go. Present, not invite. Though, if anyone ever wants to join me on screen, I will not say no. If you want to join me on screen, just hit me up on either Facebook or Instagram. That's the easiest way to get up with me. And you can join me on screen. Let's see, here we go. There is our timer. Our lovely, lovely timer. Got a black cat staring at us, telling us to get to work. And for our first prompt today, we have got this one. It says, "You want me to go in there in the scary cavern without a light? Are you crazy or do you have a death wish?" Maybe both. So that is our writing prompt for their first sprint. You do not have to do the writing prompt. It's just there if you want to write and don't know what you want to write about. Maybe it'll give you some inspiration. But we are going to do 25 minutes on the clock, and then we'll come back and do some chatting. Here we go. We're going to start in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. All right, that is time, everyone. Let me know what you did, how you did in the comments. Let's go ahead and get rid of this writing prompt. Boom. All righty. Okay. So the link that you sent, Mom Maggie, about the advent calendar, that is actually the one I've been seeing, but I haven't actually been clicking on either post, and I didn't realize it was the same one I've been seeing. I just saw the words advent calendar, and I was like, oh, that is the one I've been seeing, kind of thing. So that's cool. JC is here. Hello. Saying hello to Mama Maggie. Angel is here. Hello. Everyone's saying hi to one another. I'll admit, all I did during that sprint was a whole lot of nothing. I cleaned off the camera a little bit because everything's blurry on my end. I don't know about what it is for you guys. I really do need to hook up my... I'm back in the library today because while last week the temperatures have been in the negative 20s, today the temperature was 45. So take that as you will. I think that high today was like 49 degrees. But because of all that, like, it's a lot warmer here in the library than it's been. So I'm here in the library today. We'll see how that works out. I still have, there's like several things that still need to get out of here before I can safely bring in a heater, in my opinion. My husband's like, I can just bring a heater in there now. And I'm like, no, I want everything that's flammable, that doesn't need me on the ground, out of here first. Thank you very much. Otherwise it'll never get done. So yeah, that's where we stand right now. And, not quite certain what that was about. I was going to say something else. Oh, all the snow that we've had the past couple weeks is mostly gone. Now it's just slush and mud. Not the fun kind of mud. It's the slippery kind too. The truck and four-wheel drive still doesn't like it. I was slipping and sliding over the drive to go get the oldest today. So that's fun. What else? What else? There's been a couple of things that have happened today. Not today, with the weather. So, okay, let's see. When we're recorded and compiled, now waiting for the video to export. You're doing daily videos, right, Mama Ward? I have not watched any of the Vlogmas videos because I haven't finished catching up on all the November writing challenge videos that were out. Like, my watch list ends on November 30th. That was the day I stopped adding stuff to my watch list. And it's like 60 videos long. When I get through with that, then I will go back to the Vlogmas stuff. Saying hi to everyone. Got up to 60 degrees today. But more snow is coming Monday afternoon. Yeah, they were predicting snow for us today. We were supposed to get more today. And tomorrow is what this town calls, it's basically a holiday festival. It's what they call the Christmas stroll. All of the businesses on Main Street that are usually closed on Saturday, Sunday are going to be open, regular business hours Sunday. And there's a parade. There's different competitions. They have like a Find the Elf where different stores participate and they hide an elf somewhere in the store and all the kids get a piece of paper. They have to track down all the elves from all the stores. The 4-H sells Christmas trees. So actually we're going to be selling Christmas trees during our shift for about an hour. That's going on tomorrow all day. I think it starts at 10 a.m. and ends at like 8 because the parade I think starts at 7. I want to say 6 or 7, something like that. The Christmas trees are sold until 6, and I want to say the parade starts right when the Christmas tree sale ends. So that's fun. That's what we're going to be doing tomorrow. And they were predicting snow tomorrow. So we'll see what happens. But otherwise, it's going to be a mucky, disgusting mess instead. But I'm not going to lie. I think I'd rather have the disgusting mess than snow. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. I am glad the weather is not bad where you're at, JC. Oh, excuse me. The one thing I'll be doing this week at some point is holiday cards. I've got a list of people I want to send holiday cards to. So I got to start getting that done or they're not going to get out on time. And at this point, there's going to be a bunch of people that don't get them on time anyway because of where they're going to and how long it's going to take to get there. So 100% agree with this. I would rather have snow than winter wildfires. Last year, there at one of the stores on the main strip. Oop, the cat says it's time to go. We're going to pause it. At one of the stores on that main strip, it caught fire last winter, like between I want to say it was in December, but now I can't remember if it was in December or not. But the building caught fire because of electrical cords, and then the smoke destroyed the 2 buildings on either side of it. So none of those 3 businesses have opened back up, and it's kind of sad. But it could have been a lot worse. The only reason it wasn't a lot worse is that because people who were because it was after all the bars had closed, it was after all the stores had closed. I think the only reason it was caught was because of the police patrol that came through about an hour after they guesstimate started. So yeah, because no one saw the main strip, the smoke, the skies were already foggy that day. So no one saw the difference between the fog and the smoke. Like it was that dense kind of fog. So it was very, very scary in a lot of ways. And we saw the aftermath, and holy smoke rolls. The buildings that were just damaged because of smoke were just as ugly to look at as the one that was actually on fire. It was very weird to look at, honestly. And they still have the yellow tape in front of them a year later that says do not cross. Because even though they've cleared out a lot of it, they haven't finished. It's been one of those projects where they're like, do it as they can kind of thing. So yeah, definitely agree about the wildfires. Would rather have the snow than wildfires. I'm super sad because I have to pick up the books I put in my friend's shop for Black Friday weekend. And this weekend tomorrow, I have not sold a single book. That sucks. I'm so sorry. Yeah, fire damage is hard to repair. And these were old buildings that probably still need. If it wasn't part of a strip where all the buildings are all kind of semi-interconnected, they would probably tear it down. Maybe. I don't know how that would work. I don't know why they haven't, honestly. It might be even cheaper in the end to just tear it down and rebuild. But I think it's because they were all marked as historic. And I could be wrong about that. And I don't know how the historic rulings work. I know some of the buildings on that strip have been marked historic, and this might be one of them, and maybe that's why they're not tearing it down, because I think they have to try to salvage historic buildings first before they tear them down. I don't know how that works. I really don't. Might be something I need to look into, though, because that would be cool to know for a book in the future. Just saying. All right. I have made it to the end of the comments, so I'm going to start this comment so I know where to start next time. And we're going to go ahead and do another 25-minute sprint. And we're going to go ahead and, oh, where's my prompt? My prompt. This prompt is, sometimes I hate you so much I want to kill you. You're lucky I love you. Again, you don't have to write this prompt if you don't want to. It's just there if you want to write, but don't know what you want to write about. We're going to start in 3, 2, 1, let's go. All right, that is time. How'd you do? What you do? Let me know in the comments. I honestly didn't do much of anything. I finished typing up that plot bunny that I wanted to work on last sprint that I didn't work on last sprint, and finished it this sprint. And then I was futzing around on various things, various social medias, because that's what I do sometimes. All right. Mama Ward got video uploaded and schedule. Evening is complete. I'll leave you up for the... Oh, I missed you. I'm sorry. I hope you have a good night, Mama Ward, and sleep well. Let's see. JC, I am mildly editing my video while watching the Taylor Swift Eras Tour Night 2. That's awesome. I feel like I've heard nothing but the Eras Tour all year. Like, was this a year-long tour, or was there just so much hype about this tour, like the beginning half of the year, and the actual tour itself was the end of the year? Like, I like some Taylor Swift music, but I'm not a Swiftie fan. Like, I don't know about tour. I don't like live shows, period, from anyone, so I'm not going to follow a tour. But I feel like I've heard nothing but the Eras Tour all year long. So I'm very confused because I thought tours were for like a few months, 6 months max. And this one just feels like it's lasted forever. If it has been like I've been hearing about her on tour all year. She's been on tour for a year now. Oh dear, googly moogly. The same tour? Like this is all the same tour. I can't, that hurts my brain. I haven't been writing lately, actually. I've been like, I'm now hardcore in planning mode. Like, I've written snippets of things here and there, but I've not been actively actually working on anything since November ended. I've just been like, I've got like I think I've got 6 short stories. The term short is loose in the works that I would like to complete before the end of the year. 2 of them are being handwritten, 4 of them are on the computer. Whether that'll actually happen or not, I'm not positive, because I'd rather get my as much as I would like to finish those by the end of the year. Part of the reason they haven't been finished yet is because like I don't know where they are all going. They're all with short stories. I don't like plan those out. Sometimes I know where they're going to end. Most of the time I don't. Or even if I do, if I get to the point where I'm like, I don't feel like writing this anymore, I just stop. So that's fun. But because of that, I don't know if those stories will be written, because I'd rather start making sure everything is good to go for my plans for 2025, because the short stories are never actually planned products. They can be finished whenever, whereas there's other stuff that I have in the works that are like planned. So those are my focus. And if I get all my planning stuff done, I will return to some of those short stories and try to knock them out. The one that's being handwritten, I think, is this the notebook? I think this is the notebook. Yeah. Okay. So I've written this many pages worth. I don't know how many pages worth it'll be, but I've got this much pages left. Ooh, stuff. What's it? What's this? What's this? Oh, something else. So yeah, I got more things to work on, but I haven't done it yet. Let's see. This weekend is her last few shows. Okay, interesting. Saturday, my baby girl will be a month old. Oh, that's so sweet. She had a new section after she released the Torture Poets Department. I haven't even listened to that album yet. So it's different, but most of the same. Okay. She toured several states in the U.S. during the first leg of the tour. Then she toured multiple continents and countries. Then she came back and toured a bunch of states she missed in the U.S. Oh! And she's finishing off in Canada. Interesting. I will say, as someone who's not a diehard Swiftie, still not her... Huh. I don't even think I've even watched her performances. I get so caught up in like recorded studio music to hear someone live, and like, I'm not saying this about her, but there are so many bands out there that enhance their music in the recording studio. I'm not even just talking about I'm not even talking about like auto-tune or stuff like that. They just make it sound better. They clean it up. So I'm going to pause this when it gets to the 3-second mark, because I'm just weird like that. There we go. Okay. So the recording studios clean up music so much that to hear someone live versus their recorded music, it just, my brain does not compute it, so I've never been a very big fan of live music. But there are several artists out there that watching them live is a fantastic experience, especially after listening to their music for so long, because of how good they are at performing. And sometimes it's because they sound just as good as they would in the recording studio. It's very weird. It makes my brain melt. I think I become more of a Swiftie watching her do this tour. When you say short, that's the reason I use the term short loosely, because the handwritten stories, I won't know exactly how many words they are until I type them up. And this one's multiple page. I'm on like page. I number the notebook. Oh, I haven't numbered the pages in this one. Never mind, I lied. I was going to say I number the pages in my notebook, but I haven't done that yet in this one. So I have no idea how many pages it is. A lot. But I write big. So it's probably not as much as I think it sounds. And as far as like the 4 that are being typed up, one of them right now is currently sitting at 10,000 words. The other one's at almost 30,000 words. So that's why I use the term short loosely, because while I intended them to be like 10,000 words or less, they're refusing. And this is how come I end up with so many novels and series, is because my short stories are like, no, haha, joke's on you. We're going to become a novel. I'm like, motherfucker. 3.5 hours of her performing, and she is all over the stage. Wow. This tour proved to anyone who thought she couldn't really sing that, yes, she can. Yes, I will admit that Taylor Swift is someone I've heard like clips. I haven't seen any of her performances. I have heard clips of her performances, and she sounds just as good live. She is one of the people that sounds just as good live as in the recording studio, because that is her true sound. There are people who have tried to say she's lip synced, and no. I've heard enough of the mistakes to know that she's not lip syncing. At least maybe here or there, but I doubt it. Felt like she was off key, and she was like, wait, that's not right. Hi, Jen. Welcome. Some highs back and forth. Watched it a couple times, and it's really good. Awesome. This is not me trying to convince you to watch her perform, but you should totally watch. I'm not here to convince you, but if I could convince you. And Jess, hello, Jess. Jess says relatable. Yes. You guys are bad, and I love it. All right, I'm here for it. But on that note, I'm going to start this comment because it's the last one I see that's come through. And we're going to do another writing sprint. We got 2 more left, I think. Yes, 2 more at least. Well, no, 2 more, because I have 4-H stuff I got to do starting early in the morning. So I have to actually go to bed sometime tonight, like early-ish. Okay, I have to read this comment. Paramore opened for her in Europe. Okay, I love Paramore. They're amazing. So that I would have loved to have seen that. She's doing Bad Blood right now. Okay. All right. Well, while she's singing Bad Blood, we're going to pause right there, and we're going to do another prompt. So here's the writing prompt. You don't have to write it. It's just there if you want to. If you feel like writing but don't know what you want to write about, maybe it'll inspire you. And it says, what are you trying to prove? Haven't you heard the stories? So here we go. We're going to do 25 minutes starting in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. All right, that is time. Let me know what you did, how you did in the comments. I am working on filling out writing plan worksheets. These are from one of the HB90 planners that Heart Breathings does. I'm literally just printing out a bunch of this page so I could like write out writing plans for all the writing projects I want to work on in 2025. Some of them have actual like fully filled out pages because I have plans for publishing next year, and some of them because they're like multi-year, like they're multi-year projects. The best example for the one I just filled out was for my newsletter story, where I'm writing a chapter a month, and my newsletter subscribers get that chapter the next month. I'm very far behind on that. My newsletter subscribers have not received a chapter in many months because they're all caught up with where I got to. So yeah, planning on working on that next year. Definitely. Will I finish it next year? If I'm only writing a chapter a month, no. I will actually finish it February of 2026, which means March 2026 is when everyone, if I don't add any extra chapters by March of 2026 is when every one of my newsletter subscribers will have gotten the final chapters. And if you are signed up for my newsletter, you have access to all the previous chapters I've written up to chapter 8, because I'm currently on chapter 9. So that's what I did during that sprint. What did everyone else do? Let's find out. There is a lot of comments. Where did I leave off? Okay, let's see. All right. Gracie Abrams has opened for her on the last leg. That name sounds familiar, but I don't know who that is off the top of my head. I'll have to go look him up. However, I do know Sabrina Carpenter. I really enjoy a lot of her music, so that's really cool. Funny story, I have actually seen a lot of clips from Sabrina Carpenter's performances, mostly because when she screws up, she kind of like plays it to the crowd, and there's hilarious moments, which is why I've seen a lot more clips from her performances, because I've seen all the, oh dear, let me start over, I fucked up kind of things. My daughter saw them twice when she was, aw, that is cute. You'll appreciate every country she performs in. I love that. I have a bag of food waiting for me to go donate to the local food bank, because I haven't been in town when there's been someone there. So I love that. That's the kind of rich I want to be. I want to be the kind of rich that just can go to random charities and foundations and just donate a bunch of fucking money or items, whatever they need. That being said, so when I was living in North Carolina, there was a local women's shelter who housed women who were like getting away from abusive relationships, homeless women who just needed a place to stay, stuff like that. And while they were trying to get back on their feet, at the time I was selling Avon products, and I took a tour of the facility. It was really nice. I was really appreciative of it. I did not meet any of the women. I was brought in on a day, and I was only allowed to tour a little bit of the building, because the whole point was to keep them safe. So anyone who came through was not allowed to see them, that was fine with me. But it was really cool to see how nice these apartments, because that's what they called them, they were apartments. And what they had done is they'd taken this old motel and they converted it into a Safeway house, basically. I don't even remember the actual name of the facility, because they changed name 3 times while I was working there. But yeah, it was really cool. And I donated to them several times while I was living in North Carolina. Also, she gave but the reason I got onto that was not because I donated money. I donated items because like they were always looking for women who were ready to move out into their own homes and stuff, who had finally gotten on their feet. They were looking for like feminine products and shampoos and soaps, like or like even cleaning supplies. So I did a lot of donations like that, where it was people that need stuff for their new homes that they didn't have, kind of thing. Oh, let's see. She gave every person on her tour last year a $500,000 bond. I need to go work for her, including the bus tour drivers on top of what they were already. I need to go work for her. I agree, Jen. I need to go work for her. You do sound like a Swiftie. I think you're in denial, but I'm pretty certain you're a Swiftie, JC. I'm just saying. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. I really think she is a genuinely good person. Yes, who makes me like her music more. Yes. Same. If you find a way, let me know. But I've always kind of liked her having a 20-year-old. Not that my daughter admits to ever liking her now. All right, JC edited more video and watched more Taylor. Same, Skye. I have a list of foundations I want to be able to, right? I also have a foundation I want to start for one for single mothers trying to follow their dreams so they don't feel like they have to give up on the dreams. Yes, I love that idea. I am here for that, JC. I am here for that. Okay, I'm a Swiftie, just not a diehard Swiftie because I'm not paying hundreds of dollars to go to a concert. Especially when you can watch them free on YouTube. Like, most of the time, they're maybe you can't get the same experience, but I have noise problems. I've been to one concert, and I'm not gonna lie, I would love to go to a couple more, but I am happy just watching a concert. If it's someone I really enjoy, I am happy watching a concert like via live stream, even if it's like later, like maybe a concert from like 6 months ago later kind of thing. I don't care. If I really enjoy the person that much, I'm not going to pay hundreds of dollars to go watch a concert when I will find it online somehow. Some way. And most of them are like these days, I feel like a lot of bands are even live streaming them. If they have a YouTube channel, they even live stream them to their own YouTube channels. So like, why would I pay hundreds of dollars to go to a concert? Just saying. Don't need to. True. I don't have merch. Me neither. Me neither. Oh, you mean like Swiftie merch. Okay, I get it. It took me a moment. I thought you were meant like merch for yourself, and I was like, me neither. I don't have merch. I would love to have stickers. I'm just saying. But that's because I'm a fan of stickers. There are Swifties who know her favorite color, her favorite everything. Yeah, nope. I'm the kind of person that will recognize actors in movies, not because I know who the fuck they are, because I could give two shits what actor it is. I will know them by their character that I first saw them in. So like one that I now know the name of, but it took me like 15 years to learn the actor's actual name is Matthew Broderick. Everyone I know knows him from Ferris Bueller's Day Off, which I finally watched. I finally watched it. I liked it. The ending was not what I expected. I expected more with the friend, and if you know, you know. But however, that being said, I know Matthew Broderick from the movie Lady Hawk, and I know him as the character Mouse. So no matter what movie I watch him in now, doesn't matter what it is, doesn't matter what he's doing, doesn't matter what part he plays, I call him Mouse. Because that's what I know him from, and that's what I know him as. And any other actor that is in multiple movies, that's how I will refer to them as forever and a day. What the actor actually is. And that's why I will embarrass myself if I ever meet different actors face to face, because I will never call them by their actor name. I will call them by the character name I know them from the first film I ever saw them in. That is their name forevermore. Doesn't fucking matter why. Yes, you do have merch. That's why I was like, wait a minute, merch. What are you talking about? And I was very confused. That's why it occurred to me that you were not talking about your own merch. You were talking about Swiftie merch. Why are you shaking your head at me?
I said nothing.
Yeah, I know you said nothing, but you're shaking your head at me. No, we talked about it in a live stream that a couple months ago. I think it was in like August, and then I mentioned in the vlog that I finally got around to watching it because I couldn't because I didn't know, hadn't watched it, and I couldn't like find it anywhere. And you guys, someone in the comment section mentioned watching it on Pluto TV, so I finally downloaded the app on my tablet and watched it. He has been in so many things, and that's what I'm saying. I will forever know him as Mouse, no matter what he's in. I've watched him in multiple things, and I did not know he was married to Sarah Jessica Parker because, again, I don't care about the actors. Yes, it is decades old. That movie is not much older than I am. Actually, it's like What year did it come out? Now I'm going to look it up. Now I want to know. It came out at 86. It is 4 years older than I am. That's it. I'm setting up my reverse arms. Yes, do it. Oh, that reminds me. I have something to send to JC. Maybe. You've been messing around with JC. Not you've been messing around with JC. That came out wrong. I am so sorry. That is not the way I meant it. You've been messing around with JC. What are you trying to do with Notion? Are you like, what are you trying to create with Notion? Because I have a template of like my projects. Where is it at? Now I gotta go look through my templates of like my author dashboard, which has like for all my projects, future, current, blah, 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 and stuff like that. And if you want access to that, I can send that to you. Because I remember you were Notion. So same for you, Angel. If you want something that's already set up, even if it's just look at to kind of like implement into your own stuff, let me know. No, I did not know. Because again, I don't know anything about their personal lives. You want to know the only reason I knew Johnny Depp was married was because of the stuff going on with him and Amber Heard when the court stuff happened. That's the only way I knew he was married and had been married for a while. Because I do not follow actors and actresses at all. Not a bit. I don't know a damn thing about any of them. I'm like, okay, they're person. I couldn't tell you a damn thing about the Kardashians, and they're everywhere. Okay, I know I'm out of the loop. I am purposely out of the loop. I really keep up with my own life. I am not going to keep up with a celebrity's life, especially when it tries to either do one of two things. They either try to hype them up so that they're on a pedestal, or they try to drag them down into the dirt when they're just trying to live their normal God-ass lives. So like that, I am purposely out of the loop completely. And I know this. Let's see. New sexy series. Yes, we love a good sexy series. I have been listening to a lot of the Audible originals. I'm on my Hallmark channel kick, but instead of watching Hallmark movies, I'm just listening and reading a bunch of Christmas stories instead. So like Audible original, there's an author called Liz Maverick who writes Hanukkah stories. So I have listened to like 4 Hanukkah stories now that are like really good, little Hallmarky feeling romances. But every once in a while, I like the spice. These don't have spice, but I do the spice every once in a while. Trying to organize my life on Notion and my writing hub. Okay. All right, I will send you a link, Angel. I will do that. Let me make a note of that. Oops. What's the best way to get up with you? Instagram? I think that's how I've talked to you in the past, was Instagram. Because I reach out to people on Instagram, Facebook, and Discord these days, or email. So I don't remember how I've gotten up with you in the past. Send link. There we go. Hopefully I remember what that means. I have 3 hubs for emotional: personal, author, and design. I have personal and author. For personal, I have like my reading trackers, my movie trackers, my gaming trackers, none of which I've used lately. They're all behind. So that's fun. But my author dashboard has like all of my YouTube, my social media, my writing projects, like all of it. I mean, I don't go seeking out information, but I do watch. I don't watch TV. See, that's the thing. I hear about things because either other people tell me it, or you know how YouTube and even the email providers, no matter who you have an email provider with, when you go to their main page, they have a bunch of articles at the top. That's how I get my information, because I don't watch a lot of TV. When I do watch TV, I watch like the streaming services, and I don't watch the news channels on those streaming services. So I'm an ostrich with my head in the sand, and I'm okay with that. Social media content creation stuff. All right, Notion. Okay. I think I got you covered there. Maybe. I've got to look through my author dashboard thing and see if the template is the one I think it is. because I've done so many different templates now that I don't know if my current one is the one that includes all the social media stuff or if that came after. But either way, I'll send it to you. That way you can implement whatever you like into what you need. Sure, or Discord. Okay, cool. When you say designer, yeah, I want to know too. Like, what is your designer like for crafts, or is it for like clothing, fashion? Curious minds want to know. Why, thank you. I am very good at like minding my own business and like news stuff. The only thing I keep track of these days as far as like news stuff is politics, and that's it. That's it. And honestly, admittedly, I don't pay much attention to politics unless it's something that actively affects me, or if it's a like this year voting year. That's it. That's the only time. My designer hub and I plan designs in every aspect. Book covers, website design. Ooh, okay, that's cool. I like that. Hi, Kay. Welcome. Sup? You guys still playing Rivals?
Everybody got off.
Oh, poor lonely Justin. Love you.
Love you.
Yeah, that is cool. Let's see. Yep, that is very true. That is very true. But I admit that I don't. Not throughout the year, not every day of the year. I'll check in every once in a while, but most of the time, nah. All right, lots of comments back and forth. Hi to each other. I think I've made it to the end. All right, we're going to start this one, and we are going to do another sprint. I think this one is going to be the last one of the night. I don't remember if we got one or two left, but I think this is the last one. And you're not going to convince me to do any more tonight, unfortunately, because I have to be up for 4-H stuff in the morning. So you can't convince me to do more. This is it. Yes, we are on the last one. So here's the prompt. You don't have to write it if you don't want to. It's just there if you want to write but don't know what you want to write about. And it says, what? You expect me to believe you just fell through a portal in a fridge, whatever that is, and landed? Likely story. All right, here we go. We're going to start in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. All right, that is time. How'd everybody do? What you do? Let me know in the comments. That was our last sprint for the night. My thing says there's 20 comments. Holy crap. Y'all were talkative after we just poofed. I got some more planning done, but mostly I was just messing around with the dog. Let's see. Go backing up. There's the star message. All right. Let's see. Had a nap yesterday afternoon, so here I am. Well, I'm glad to have you. Thank you for joining us, Kay. True story. True story. I might want to keep up. And I am keeping up, just not to the extent some people are. I can't. There's no way I can mentally handle it. Okay, I'll be good. That's what I want to do in the new year, Angel, is like once a month I want to have a live stream where I go over something in either Notion or like like a planning stream or like I don't know. I haven't fully like wrapped my head around it. I know that some people during their streams share their screens of what they're doing, and I think that would be kind of cool to do, is like work on something actively and have that second accountability where like you know what the other person's working, you can see what their person's working on because it's showing on the other screen kind of thing. I think that would be cool to do. Got a finger wag, yes. Okay, let's see. Where do you stream? I think I'm already subbed to Angel's channel. Do it on YouTube. Okay, cool. You just had a babes though, so you are allowed to take time off and not even worry about it. I promise. I don't do anything on my Twitch channel. I have a Twitch channel, but I was going to start gaming there, and I think I need to change it because I think it says I'm going to game like Saturdays, and I haven't, since I set that up. When I set it up, I was like free every Saturday for that time period. Almost immediately after I set it up, I was no longer free during that time period, and I don't know why I didn't change it since then. Plus, it got cold in here, so I haven't been in here that much, and this is where my gaming desktop is. So, all of that. I've gone to subscribe, which I thought I had been. Good thing I double checked. Okay. Yep. I'm going to have to do the same thing after. I'm going to double check and make sure I am subscribed, because there's a couple people I know I was subscribed to, but when I checked the other day, because I was like, I haven't seen a video from so-and-so in so long. When I checked, I was not subscribed to them. I was like, excuse, I just watched a video from them last month. Why do you do this, YouTube? Why do you do this to me? Randomly unsubscribe me from stuff. Maybe does something productive. That is so cute. Time does fly fast. Especially with littles. Yes, yes. I was so my kids attended a dance. Let's see. Friday night they attended a dance, the middle school dance. There was 2 dances. So Friday night was like for the middle school and junior high, and then Saturday night was for the high schoolers. And I was talking to someone as I was driving back from dropping them off at the dance, because I was like, I'm not going to hang around in the parking lot for 2 hours, but nor am I going to drive home for an hour and a half just to come back into town. Not going to happen. So I just basically parked outside I went and got myself some food, and then I parked outside the laundromat and just kind of sat in the truck until they told me, hey, we're done, kind of thing. And I was talking to someone else while I was sitting there, and I was like, dude, I'm about to have a high schooler. What? They were just babes yesterday. I swear to God. Yes, I'm glad that you're finally getting sleep. I know when I first had both my littles, that was my main priority, was getting enough sleep, especially with the oldest, because she was a colicky baby for the first 6 months. Like she couldn't keep anything down. We had trouble keeping her fed. So it was a struggle. The biggest of struggles. You want to know what helped the most? So back then we had a 24-hour Walmart, and what helped the most was she would sleep in the car. She would be fussy. We would feed her, we'd burp her and get whatever she had going on out of her system. And then we would put her in her car seat, drive to the Walmart, put the car seat in the basket, and just walk around the Walmart hours, not doing anything. just kind of walking around because that was the only way she would sleep for the longest time. And then we slept during the day. I don't have littles. I'm just the crazy aunt to my brothers and sisters' littles, but I can tell you by watching them, this too shall pass and you will eventually get your sleep back. Yes. 100% agree. This video is still so long. I tried to keep the chatty updates to a minimum this week. I don't think you could do a short vlog, JC. I'm just saying. It's not in the cards for you and I. I think what has helped me is that I don't film every day. It's every time I have a thought, film, and then I film like 20-minute long video clips at a time. But otherwise, it's just like snippets here and there, everything we're doing as a family. Like tomorrow, the next vlog that comes out is probably mostly not, it's not going to be a writing update or anything like that because I haven't been doing any writing. Be mostly tomorrow's event, the Christmas stroll, because there's the parade, we're selling Christmas trees, they're doing all kinds of different events for holiday related stuff. They're doing like there's a couple stores that are open on Sunday versus, you know, normal hours. But the other thing is that they're going to be doing like all of these like bakes and like there's all these events that are going on the same day. So a lot of my next vlog is strictly going to be that event. It's going to be a one-day vlog kind of thing for the most part. So I feel you. We both have very long vlogs. It's just that I don't film as often as you do because you film daily and I do not because of that. Because I know I talk a lot and I tend to have like 20-minute clips when I just talk. Almost finished setting up Mexi series. I'm loving this. Taylor just left the stage. Look, we're on time. 6 books. See, that would drive me nuts because my lucky number is 7. So I would have to make a 7th book just to hit that sweet spot. Did mostly some planning or procrastinating. Feel that. I have a Twitch channel too, but I haven't used it. I'm going to be using my Twitch channel just for gaming. At least for now. I haven't decided if that's going to be a forever thing, especially with StreamYard changing all the rules and I can't afford their paid accounts currently. Probably never. And so for right now, I'm just going to stick with the free version of StreamYard and then game on Twitch. But that may change in the future, so don't quote me as that's going to be a forever thing. Yeah, I'm super excited, Angel. I'll be glad to see you when you return. Daughter used to love nighttime car rides, right? Yes. The caveat is that I had to hold her little hands. Aww. That is super sweet. Same. I love the chatty updates. Makes me feel better about them. Wish I could do them. Honestly, I'm good during sprints, but being out there otherwise makes me nervous to be on camera. I envy those. It took practice. And I think it all is that I have always, so I've mentioned it quite a few times that I grew up with horses and ponies. And my sisters and I half joke, but honestly, it's fucking true, even as much as my mom denies it. There are more photos of a single pony. And at one point we had 30. And we've had more than that throughout the years. Like I can't even name all the ponies anymore. We've had so many. But she took so many photos of even just one pony just because she could, because we were breeding and raising and selling them and showing them and stuff like that. But she took more photos of even just one of those ponies than she took of us kids all together. She will deny that till the day she dies. She will say that we are liars. She will say that that is untrue. She will try to say that she used to have more photos of us, but they are all gone. The problem is once we hit a certain stage, the only time she ever took photos of us was for special events, whereas that was not the case with the ponies. So I think that's where my ability to film started, was the fact that my mom growing up from the time that from the time I was like, we got our first ponies when I was 7. So from the time I was 7 all the way up until now, there has always been a camera of some kind in her hands. Back then she was using, I think, a Sony camera. I think she was using a Sony. She had it for the longest time, and then I took over it when she got a new one, and when she upgraded it, it was still working. But between the ponies and the horses, the shows, and all the events that we did, she was always taking pictures. And once the cameras got to the point where they could do video too, she was taking video instead of pictures, because she could take those video clips, pause them, and take screenshots to get her pictures. So I think that's where the ability started, was the fact that we were always in pictures of some kind, usually with a pony. There's hundreds of pictures with us riding ponies and horses. So that's where I think it started. And because of that, it made me so much easier for me to get behind the camera, to either take the video of various things I see, or even just be on camera myself like now. And I have been since 2013. That doesn't sound right. 2013. I think that's how long I've been streaming. I was on YouTube for a full year or two before streaming, but I've been streaming so long now that it's so much easier. And every once in a while I change up my process. Like right now, my process is 4 sprints and with some writing prompts. It used to be I would sprints with a timer, and the timer wasn't even on screen. I had to pay attention to my phone because it had the timer on it. Used to be I couldn't get through all the comments, or I wouldn't get all the comments, because I was like, okay, I'm going to stream from this time to this time, and at this time I'm ending no matter how many sprints we've done. It's like things have changed and updated and stuff like that. That was the pain with my Twitch channel. I'm a gamer too. Attempted to jump onto Enshrouded. Ooh, I don't know this game, and now I want to look up. All the games like are on my wish list. Every day now I'm getting an email saying this game's on sale. This game's on sale. This game's on sale. I'm like, I don't have money. The amount of time I'm in the car recording and someone walks by, it makes me feel slightly embarrassed. It's too high. You know what the trick is with that? Is to make it like you're FaceTiming someone. That was how I got over the streaming and the recording in the car thing. I would pretend I was FaceTiming someone and talking to someone, because I'm talking to the camera like I'm actually talking to someone. So if ever someone walks by and I'm recording in a public space, I literally wave to them and continue talking, because I can edit that out, and B, it makes it seem like I'm FaceTiming someone now that we have the technology kind of stuff. And honestly, sometimes that's exactly what's happening, is like I will be in the middle of recording something and my husband will call me. And these days he calls me and does, like, our phones now have the ability to do, I don't know what they call it. It might be FaceTiming, but he can switch it between just talk and video. And so every once in a while he'll do that. He'll screw with my mind and switch to video. And I'm like, what are you doing? Why am I on camera? So I think that's what got me over that. And I'm no longer embarrassed when I film in the car in public places for that reason, is because I literally just pretend I'm FaceTiming someone. Like, even if I get out of the car and I've been recording, like, especially at the laundromat, this happens a lot, is because I've done a lot of recording I've actually done a lot of the FaceTime calls with my parents who are in North Carolina still, and they're 2 hours ahead of me. So at like 6 o'clock in the morning when I'm going to wash clothes, they've been up for a couple hours and are moving around. And that's actually when I talk to them the most. So I'm getting out of the car, like, what were you doing on your phone? I'm like, I was talking to my parents. And they don't even question it anymore. It's not, I can record there all I want. They are never gonna know. I can't do it in the car. I have to wait till my husband gets home to record stuff, or I'm embarrassed, even though he really supports me on this. Aw, I do love it when you have family that supports you. That is like the best thing. It's amazing how much that is really, really good for a person. I still get nervous, but definitely not as terrified as when I started filming. Done with Notion. Yeah. Woo. Oh, I sent you the link, by the way, Angel. I sent it via Instagram. Like I said, I don't know if that'll help you, and it's not the template I thought it was. I haven't made the other thing into a template yet. That was one of the things on my to-do list that never got around to. So maybe next year, I'll have the other template, which has more of my social media stuff. Steam is having, yeah, every time I pop on, I'm like, no thanks. You use your Kindle, right? Or some kind of tablet? Yep, Kindle, there you go. If I'd read further, I would have known that. But even so, I think a lot of the Kindles these days have the ability to put like apps on them, and like Justin calls me a lot on like regular phone, but he also does the Facebook calling. And the Facebook, I think Facebook can be on a Kindle app if I'm not wrong. I'm pretty certain it can be on the Kindle. And even if it's not, you can just pretend. Who's going to know? Who's going to know? Yep, you can film from a Kindle. I knew that much, but I think they have the Facebook app. And if, as long as not the Facebook, the Messenger app. And as long as they have the Messenger app, you have a way to do FaceTiming. So I'm just saying. Yeah, glad you got it. Woo! That is so cool. I have a Kindle now. I need to check this out. My Kindle is 15 years old and barely hanging on. So I've been using the Kindle app on my iPad instead. Mother pus bucket. See, it should be free for anyone who I give a link to use, and that makes me mad. Okay, hold on. Approve. You have been approved. I don't know why it told me that, because it is literally, I'm looking at the settings. Can view. You'll have to copy it, or yeah, I think that's the way you have to do it. I think you have to copy it or save as your own. I did it that way. Not quite certain why it worked that way. Anyways, at least you have access to it now. I approved it. We're good to go. It says you have access, so you're good. Maybe I set it up wrong. I don't know. Didn't have good enough phone to record, and I didn't have a camera, so that's what I used. Okay. Hoping to get a Kobo Libre for Christmas. Yep, definitely get that. There's a Kindle 8. Nope, I am good because of the fact that it works on my iPad, and I've been taking my iPad to work. So I get 2 30-minute breaks at work, and during my lunch break, I don't tend to eat at work, or if I do, I snack on like snacks. So like during one of my breaks, I write, and during one of my breaks, I read, and I just use the iPad for both because I have Scrivener on my iPad, and then I have the Kindle app on my iPad. So less devices for me to take places. So I'm good. I think I said that. No, I think I just did it wrong. I have no idea. Maybe it's because I need to publish it. See, I hit the share instead of the publish. Maybe that's the difference. Maybe I have to publish it. I don't know. As long as you can edit it, we're good. As long as you can save it and then edit the saved version, we're good. Let me know, Angel, because you're my guinea pig tonight. I'm sorry. Okay. Yep. Bingo. So it's working? You're able to do stuff with it? Not me learning right now how templates work on Notion. I've always downloaded templates. I've never actually submitted any. Oh, that's the thing I need to do. I need to submit that as a template to use with Notion. I need to figure out how to do that. That's the next step. Once I figure out how I'm doing this, and if I'm doing it correctly, that's the next step. And then I'll have another template, hopefully this time next year. We'll see how it goes with everything else that's going on next year. It might not happen. Or maybe I'll do that during a live stream. That's a possibility. With the like social media dashboard and stuff. So as long as it works, we're good to go. All right, I have reached the end of the comments. So I think we're going to wrap up. For almost 3 hours now, almost 3 hours now. It is almost 1 a.m. for me. Can't copy it, but can use it. That's Then I did it wrong. That's weird. I'm going to have to figure out what I'm doing. Because it should allow you to make a copy to use for yourself. I'll have to play around with it because that means I did something wrong and I don't know what I did wrong. I'll have to figure it out. All right. 3 a.m. here. I wish I could stay up late, but I actually have to wake after going to bed at 9. Yeah, there's a reason I can't take naps very often. All right. Cool. My music fund did work. Yeah, you're Eastern time zone. You're 2 hours ahead of me. So we're going to wrap up here. Thank you. I was trying to click off stuff and click new stuff. And thank you all for joining me tonight. If you are new to my channel, my name is Skye. I'm a fantasy author who typically writes paranormal romance under the name SD Hegyes. I just had a release come out. Puck's Choice is now available, and I'm super excited about that. It's okay if you don't want to read it. It is a new adult romance dealing with modern day witches and familiars called Shifters and Mages, and it's about a girl who's been trapped as a fox for the past year and is now trying to become a normal human, and things are not going the way she would like them to. So anyways, yeah, that's now out and available in Kindle Unlimited, as well as like Amazon. It's exclusive. Paperback, I am still working on getting all that stuff finalized, but hopefully I'm aiming for the end of the year, but definitely by the end of January. It's going to depend with the holidays coming up. It's going to depend on how fast I can get the proof copy back and approved, whether or not it'll be out by the end of this year or like by the end of next January. So one of the two. I'm hoping for. We'll see. So, but soon we'll have a paperback out. I live stream every Saturday at 10 p.m. Mountain Time, which is midnight on Sunday. Coasters. That being said, 4th is I'm not going to be streaming because that anniversary. That's my 12-year anniversary, and my husband said don't plan anything. I'm like, okay, I will not. We're gonna do whatever he wants to do. So. Mostly because I have planned the past couple anniversaries, and I'm like, I'm not doing it this year. You want to do anything? You're going to have to plan it. It's on you, Bubba. So he told me not to plan anything. So no streaming on the 4th of January. Every other week, Saturdays, 10 p.m. Mountain Time. Videos come out when they come out. I'm trying to get back on a schedule. This month is iffy. Next month, we're good to go. I've got some videos already. Yeah. Big things happening next year. Woo! All right, guys, have a good night. I'm going to end this here. Bye, everyone.